Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about a book, not my book, but this book, Fate's Tether by Jade Nioma. A fun little anecdote is that this is the very first book that I ever bought from the book talkosphere. I had the privilege to back it way back when on Kickstarter. Fate's Tether is a dark fantasy set in the sprawling and imaginative world of Halos and its surrounding area archipelago. We follow Queen Cosima Aphelion. She's been trapped for about 50 years in an abusive marriage to King Aurelio Aphelion. Aurelio is described as a powerful businessman-like king. He's a narcissist, a sociopath, he's mercurial, megalomaniacal, a tyrant. He has murdered or otherwise gotten rid of all of the checks and balances of their kingdom, and he rules through fear and through the complacency and permission of the remaining other leaders who are basically just the most sycophantic and depraved of loyalists. So in addition to ruining Cosima's life for decades, he's also ruining the kingdom, and then he quells the subsequent unrest and dissent with fear and force. Anyway, Cosima has the gift of being able to alter fate, and although she can't alter her own destiny, Aurelio has been forcing her to use her power to alter the fates of dissenters, of uprising, people who are participating in uprisings and that sort of thing. He basically has completely managed to devalue her sense of self, and she needs to reclaim that. She needs to literally reclaim her power, and figuratively too. At its heart, the story is of survival, escape, and recovery from abuse, about breaking free from cycles of shame and fear that come with it. While there is a love interest, Vincenzo, who is a Rani guardian, which is a sort of angel-like species that is meant to be, there's sort of like a cross between modern Christian mythology angels and then also like Roman centurion. They are meant to be protecting Halos, but Aurelio has pretty much, like I said, gotten rid of all but just the most sycophantic loyalists. Vincenzo is an exception. He takes a keen interest in helping Cosima, and he is very helpful to her, but I think it's also important to note that though Vincenzo might think of himself or want to be a sort of knight in shining armor for Cosima, she's her own knight in shining armor, and the only person that can be her savior is herself. I think that's key. That's an important facet of the story, to me anyway. All of the healing, all of the empowerment, all of the choices are Cosima's. The world that Fate's Tether takes place in is stunning. It's lush, colorful, a sort of sensory overload. I don't know if this reference will hit or not, but it reminds me a lot of the Dragon Realms from the original Spyro the Dragon series. Just sort of the way Jade describes everything is very colorful. There's like a polished stone surfaces and gems and gold gilding and pastels and gardens, but of course there's a much darker theme underneath it. The book has a lot of points of interest in it. There are dragons, vampires, angelic guardians, witches, fairy folk, magical gems, and there's even a horrifying zombie fungus kind of thing that's sort of right out of Raccoon City. So something for everyone. It's very tabletop RPG, very D&D campaign with all the different species and character classes and abilities and tools that are available. For lore sickies like me, there's even maps, a glossary, and a pronunciation guide. So there's literally something for everyone. Definitely check it out if you are part of the set of people that falls under everyone. But especially if you like big creative fantasy worlds with a dark undercurrent. Chili peppers, I would say, okay, so I don't know about chili peppers. I would say in terms of quantity, maybe half a chili pepper, one chili pepper. In terms of content of that chili pepper, maybe a 3 chili pepper. So if you want to split the difference, maybe 2. I'm the wrong person to come to with that information, but be advised, there be chili peppers. And that's sort of it. Book 2 is out now, Fate's Favor, and I'm looking forward to reading that. Looking forward forward to where the Frayed Thread series goes. I really truly thought I could get this under 3 minutes. Anyway, check out Base Tether. I'll talk to you later. Bye.